They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with
Must reign.
What's good, everybody? What's good? This is Chaos Reign here. And today, it is about time that has been circulating for some time now. And it is to talk right now on all social media platforms. And some that needs to be discussed. Need to be discussed. I apologize. And I think this is going to go on for like maybe a few more days. But before we begin, you know where to find me. All my social media links. You can follow me on Twitter at ChaosReign7. You could add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. You could join my Discord service. You could also follow me on Rumble, CRain23 on Rumble. I'm trying to grow Rumble. As you know, there's some content, not much, but like always, it's always good to just follow anyway, just in case I want to throw some live streams or videos up there. So please follow me on Rumble for those that got Rumble Handler. And last but not least, become a member of the Chaos Reign Show. So now, cut to the chase. We're going to get to the point. And one thing I will do, and I will do this, I'm going to put the link for anyone to come up, give their thoughts, opinions about the T app. If you ever use it or have not ever used it, it is optional. You do not have to come up. But I'm opening it up for anybody that want to come up to share their opinions. So I'll put the call link now. To come up. And one other thing, as you guys come in, please hit the like button and share the stream. So what we're gonna do, I guess we'll start with the breach. As you know, the T app itself had, I would say, 2 breaches, and I think they might be up and coming for a 3rd breach, because if you get breached the first time, more than likely you're going to get breached multiple times. And the reason being is because the founder that created this app did not really had in mind to really maintain, much as facilitate the necessity of this app for the last maybe a couple months of this year. And I mean that in good faith, because let's keep it real, guys. Why would a non-black man, a Caucasian man, come up with an app saying he's doing this in regards to protecting women? And lo and behold, since it was created back in 2023, we look at almost 2 years in the app, it's already having its problems to the point now niggas are on the app. Let's think about this here. Let's really have this conversation here. But nonetheless, I'm going to play the data breach, and I'm going to reveal, or I'm actually going to show the guy that's the founder of the app. All right, we're going to start from one video to the other. So we're going to work backwards and work frontward, if that makes sense. All right, here you go.
About the T app data breach. T is an app designed for women to share information about men they've dated or men they're interested in dating. To do things like background checks, reverse image searches, check criminal records and sex offender registries, and to talk to other women about experiences they've had. Basically, it's an app to anonymously review men. Critics say it invades men's privacy. Proponents say it helps keep women safe. In fact, T's website says its founder created the app, quote, after witnessing his mother's terrifying experience with online dating, not only being catfished, but unknowingly engaging with men who had criminal records. T launched in 2023, and last week it went viral, skyrocketing to the top of Apple's App Store in the US, becoming the most downloaded free app on there. The company says 2.5 million new users signed up last week alone. And now it's been the target of a data breach that the company says included sensitive DMs and photos of users' driver's licenses. The company posted this message on Instagram. We discovered unauthorized access to an archived data system. If you signed up for T after February 2024, all your data is secure. This archived system stored about 72,000 user-submitted images, including approximately 13,000 images of selfies and selfies including photo identification submitted during account verification. These photos can in no way be linked to posts within T. Additionally, 59,000 images publicly viewable in the app from posts, comments, and direct messages from over 2 years ago were accessed. This data was stored to meet law enforcement standards around cyberbullying prevention. We've acted fast, and we're working with some of the most trusted cybersecurity experts. We're taking every step to protect this community. This isn't the first time a wildly popular app or
Yeah, but you see, why are you trying to work hard to protect community, and you're not even protecting the people that's already on the app? I'm confused. And one thing before I continue, guys, because I'm trying to find the link, because there was an actual article of the second data breach, so I'm trying to pull that up. 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. I'm trying to pull up. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm having a hard time pulling up the tab. Nothing's coming up. I don't know what's going on. All right, let me keep going because it's going to slow me down. Let's keep going. Share the make sure as you watch this video, hit the like button and please support the channel. Either cash or super chat, $ Chaos 8 Rain. Let's continue.
Our dating tool used by millions of people has been breached. Ted Morocco, CEO at the mobile security maker Approved, told CBS Money Watch, quote, "A lot of people presume that if an app is available through Apple or Google that it's safe. That's the first mistake consumers make."
And not only that, it's the first mistake. That's a mistake to a lot of women. And there were a lot of women on the T app. Because if they confiscate roughly almost 100K images, identity photos, mostly driver's license that has mostly all your personal information. People know the driver's license identification ID card has all your personal information. Do you guys know that? And if the app is requiring to prove that you are a lady, they need that. That right there should be a red flag off the bat. But most women, I'm telling you this right, a lot of women love the fuckery. They love the gossip. Like, I never seen women go out the way just to go on an app, download the app, just to hear the latest gossip of who the next woman is fucking. I don't understand that, man. I don't understand it. All right. Next video I'm about to play is from a woman from another inside of the T app, or, you know, her views. So let me make space in the studio. Let's listen to this.
I cannot even believe this. I can't believe that this is my life. I found out about this app today and then immediately found out about its demise. So the app where women were basically doxing men just got completely destroyed.
Yeah. Wait. Wind it back.
And then immediately found out about I cannot even believe this. I can't believe that this is my life. I found out about this app today and then immediately found out about its demise. So the app where women were basically doxing men just got completely destroyed by 4chan. And now 72,000 women's driver's licenses and photos are being shared online. This is wild. Great. So let me spill the tea on tea. The app evidently hit #1 on the App Store this week, and it was basically a gossip platform where women could anonymously review guys that they dated. They'd post photos of men, share their real names, addresses, even call them red flags publicly. The catch? To join this women's only roast session, you had to prove you were female by uploading selfies and your driver's license. You know, your driver's license that has your exact address and all that. Well, 4chan found out about this app and didn't tickle its fancy too much, so it decided to get some revenge. Turns out, T wasn't hacked. It was stored on an open server, accessible to really anyone. T stored all of those verification photos, driver's license info, selfies, everything in a completely accessible database. No passwords. Absolutely unsecured. 4chan users posted driver's licenses and face pics. Get in here before they're shut down, and started mass downloading everything. The cruel irony? The app was supposed to help keep women safe from dangerous men.
But my dear lady, my dear, not so black, but so white as snow. The app itself was a haven for a certain individual group of women. But here is the twist that we've not been discussing. The app, as we know it, has been, I don't want to say confiscated, but it has been raided by Negro women, aka black women. And when black women likes to hear tea or wants to hear gossip or want to put people's business and, men's photos, they're going to come on your app, the one they call the tea app, and they're going to poison the app. Now, personally, I did just very little Googling, and maybe I didn't do too much to find if there's any other group of women that's allegedly spilling the tea on that app about the dudes that they have an intercourse with, or let's be honest, the dudes that they want to keep to themselves, so they're gonna, spoil his name, tarnish his name, make him look like the scum of the earth. But in default, most majority women, let's be honest, black women, because we gotta be honest, this is what the purpose of this show is. A lot of them are sexually attracted to those men that are Pookie and Ray Ray like behavior in nature. And there are videos that I'm going to probably show right now that's going to probably talk more and give more evidence to this. And trust me, you guys no stranger to this at all. Let her continue, and we'll move on from there.
And now their most sensitive personal information is available to 4chaners, the kind of men that they don't want to have that information. Here's the thing. These women thought that they were the ones exposing. They were posting men's full names, addresses, relationship statuses, calling them out. But they handed over their own IDs to do it. They paid with their own personal information. Like, girl, what? Now, think about your business. Every customer upload, every employee verification, every sensitive file that you store digitally, are you absolutely certain that it is secure? Because I bet T thought theirs was too. What T needed, ironically, was a man. My husband, actually. He runs a cybersecurity company, finding the weaknesses before the bad guys do. He tests businesses and finds their vulnerabilities and helps them fix the gaps that could put their customers and their reputations at risk. Keeping companies' names off the front page for all the wrong reasons. But here's where you come in. You know someone in IT? Compliance?
Well, if your husband works in cybersecurity, IT, right? How much you want to bet the co-founder, and I'm going to read his article on on the man that created this app. How much you think he invested up until the last maybe 3-6 months? Maybe I'll say 3-4 months into his app, because last time I checked, we just now hear about this now for the past a week and a half now, and we come to find out they had a data breach the minute it went viral on the internet. How ironic was that? It makes me wonder, did the owner decide to jump ship and just let the app die on its own? Or he quietly sold to somebody else that no one has not known of or heard of, and eventually the app went to the dumpster fire? Questions. Many questions need a lot of answers. Let's keep going. Fairies, and guys, support channel.
Privacy. Someone in charge of sensitive data at their company? Introduce them to me. If they become a client, you get $100. If it's a major security assessment, which most usually are, you get $1,000 in pocket. because the cost of prevention is always less than the cost of a breach. Don't let your business become the next T app. The question isn't if you'll be targeted, it's when. Send me a DM for more information and let's find your vulnerabilities before the bad guys or 4chan does.
Lordy, Lord. Yeah. So you have that one. Remove that. Make sure you guys like the stream. So now what I'm going to do now, and this is only going to be brief. I'm going to read the co-founder of the T app. And this is my thing. I've noticed not many content creators have read about the co-founder of this app. For good reason. I'm not sure why, because it's public for public record who he is. It's not no surprise to me, actually, because I went and did a little small digging and this came up. So let's look into this now. Let's pull it up. Where is it? All right, so I'm gonna pull it now. If you have any questions, put in the chat room now. And if you want to come up, the link's in the chat room. All right, where is it? Screen share. All right. I'm not sure how well you're gonna see this. You're not gonna be able to see this because of the view, unfortunately. And it is what it is, guys. Hold on. All right. Let me check on my other end because I want to make sure how it looks before I read this. I'm not gonna read. Well, I'll read all of it as much as possible. But let me see, where is this? One moment, guys. I'm gonna mute myself. All right, I see it now. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Let me see if I can make myself bigger and see how it looks. And it looks pretty decent. All right, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys could read it yourself, so it doesn't look like a small view. Let me see how to zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom this in. All right, good. Okay, yeah, I think it was zoom in. All right, that should be big enough for y'all to see. Let me see how it looks on my end. Yeah, y'all can read that. Okay, perfect. Sean Cook of T on 5 things you need to know to create a highly successful app. And this was posted May the 6th, 2025. This is the co-founder of the app. Now, there's some rumors about the man, which it might be true, but I don't really care because I look at the work than anything else. Work is more important than just about anything else about this gentleman. Okay. You need to focus on marketing and distribution, not just building a product from day one. We learned this the hard way with T. We spent months building an awesome product, but couldn't get anyone to try it once it was available. The jokes among the entrepreneurs. And one moment, guys. Let me do this. Because some person. Yeah. All right. Amongst entrepreneurs is that the first time founder focus on building products, and second time founders focus on distribution. If we were to start over again, we would start building an audience from day one so that when our product was available, we could get immediate traction and feedback to grow and improve the product. Don't build in an echo chamber. You hear that? Do you hear that? And this is something that anyone that's going to be building anything, whether a business, an app, or anything that you're trying to create, that will be a starting point, is to get your audience up. And only you're going to accomplish this, you need the power of social media, word of mouth. Do you follow me? Social media grows a lot of things. And most of the best social media outlet right now as we speak is TikTok. Let's keep going. There are millions of apps out there. Many are very successful, but most of them are not. What are the steps taken by successful app makers that distinguish them from unsuccessful ones? In addition, many people have ideas for an app, but don't know where to begin. What are the steps you need to take to create a successful app? As part of this series, I have pleasures of interviewing Sean Cook. Now, mind you, he said his app now started to get traction because of now social media, i.e., who else is promoting it right now as we see on the internet? Black woman. Sean Cook is the founder of T, an app that provides dating safety tools to women. Sean was inspired to create T after seeing his mother get catfished while online dating, with a background leading product developed at top Bay Area's tech companies like Salesforce and Shutterfly. Sean has combined his enterprise and technology and problem solving to create a platform where trust, safety, and empowerment women comes first. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we dive in, our readers would love to get to know you a bit better. Can you tell us a bit about your backstory and how you grew up? I grew up in Philadelphia and was taught the importance of giving back and looking out for others, especially the women in my life. From a young age, I was taught to stand up for what was right and to use whatever skill I had to make a difference. As I got older, I became fascinated by technology and how it could solve real world problems. The passion led me to San Francisco, where I spent a decade learning how to build products in the corporate world. And if you guys find this a problem, me going through this, you must express it in the chat room. After years of working for other companies, I realized I want to create something that had a direct positive impact on the world. After witnessing my mother's struggles with online dating, I was inspired to create T, an app designed to provide dating safety tools for women. It was a way to combine my technical expertise with my core values, protecting others and making the world a better place. Most of us have been around a lifelong than apps have. What were your hobbies and interests in your youth before anyone knew what an app was? Growing up, it was all about making music. I learned a bunch of instruments and participate in all sorts of different bands and chorus. In high school, I put this knowledge to good use and would visit an after-school program in an underprivileged part of Philadelphia where I regularly taught student music lessons. What underprivileged part of Philly are you talking about? Are you talking about the ghettos? Like Philly? Lower end? I think it's more urban part of Philly. You're talking about Mr. Cook? I'm curious. But let's keep going. My passion for music has continued unto my adult years, and I still produce pop music, playing in bands with friends and performing pianos at cocktail bars. And let me do this. Oh, that did not really make it better. All right. Let's keep going. Where was I? It has been said that our mistakes are our greatest teachers. Can you share a story about the funniest mistake you made when you were first starting. Can you tell us what lessons or takeaways you learned from that? And he responds, T is the biggest challenge has been scaling our infrastructure to support our rapid user growth. We had a viral moment in January that even caused T to have an outage for a while. If I could do it again, I would have been open to spending a bit more on our hosting technology so T never goes down for our use. So, what viral moment is this man talking about in January? And I think most of that come here, I think they need to do some more deep research because right now we're only seeing the after effects of this T app. And trust me, this app is not going nowhere, guys. It's just not going nowhere. And the reason why it's not going nowhere is because this app was intentionally designed to not only expose the men, or what they call males, but I like to call young or older men, but it's actually put out here as greater advertisement for what the women really truly like and love, and that is the thugs, the ones with the many tattoos, the Rays likes, all these type of men, or young or older men. I'm not gonna call them males, I'm just calling men. Be respectful. These are women that are the ones that's looking and seeking to get their back blown out and be throat goats to these men. And I'm going to reveal more of this with the few videos that people have responded. All right. Well, that's I tend to meet two types of apps developers: people who are passionate about app development and technology, and people who start an app because they saw it as a means to solve problems. Which camp would you put yourself in, and how did you arrive there? I always thought of technology as being a tool that can be used to drive a positive impact in the world. When I look at the technology landscapes in 2025, I'm disappointed that the glorification of building AI products that often solves problems that don't exist has distrace founders from focus on addressing serious real-world issues. I developed this point of view after struggling to see how my work building products that help sales and market professionals do their job in tiny bits better was making difference in the world. While I had many wonderful experiences in these organizations, I knew I could make more direct positive impact in the world by starting T. Entrepreneurship is a marathon, not a sprint. Though I suppose sometimes it both at the same time. What keeps you motivated to develop your first minimal viable product and have keep your momentum since then? He responds, Emma, dark bold letters is the guy that's the interview, and the light ones is him responding to these questions. I was inspired to create T after witnessing my mother's online dating experience. I was shocked by how easy it was to catfish scammers and criminals to take advantage of women on dating apps, and how little traditional dating apps do to protect users. With these inspirations, I built T, an app that empowers women with dating safety tools so they can research their matches and make safe dating choices. I've been able to stay motivated even since by reading the thousands of positive messages and reviews women leave about T. They tell us on a daily basis that we are literally saving lives and making the world safer, better place, and we could not be more proud to continue pursuing our mission of helping women find love. I'm not sure what he means by saving the world, making the world a better place. If you had to go on a date app to find so-called love, which this is the way of the future, you need to get off dating apps. You need to be about the world. If you come across certain men that you are sexually attracted to and you give them time to date, and you can go as far as let him hit it, smash you sexually, you be a throat goat, and after a few months or whatever how long you've been with this dude, he either ghosts you or did something to you, that's on you, sweetie. Yeah, that's on you. And how I could tell? Because most people that is really doing something productive, they're very rare. They're rarely on dating apps to find people on the average. The dating apps, as we know today, as much as I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna keep real with you, is not a cesspool for casual sex. And not only casual sex, but to get more access to multiple partners easy with a simple swipe left or swipe right. Let's continue. Okay, thank you for all that. Now let's shift to the main focus on the interview. Can you tell us a bit about your app? How does it help people? What do you think makes it stand out? What are you most proud of? The T provides dating safety tools women can use to look their online dating matches up to make sure they're not a catfish, a criminal or a relationship or in relationships. T makes running background checks, criminal records checks, phone numbers lookup, sex offender search, and reverse image search easy, while I also provide a nationwide anonymous forum of women to safely share data experience and get advice. And let me take a look here before I continue. I can't see anything from there. Hold on. All right, hold on, guys. Keep trying. All right, no one's really saying nothing. Okay. All right, what else? Where am I? We help over 500,000 women avoid catfishing, criminal, and cheaters by making it simple to verify that your online dating match is safe and who they say they are. Now, I'm going to stop right there about the catfish or safe. You see, the problem with this, and yes, there was a male version of the app, and what has happened has been taken down. I'm not sure if it's been put back up because I have not double looked or checked it. I'm going to check it as I'm talking to you on this stream to see if it's still there or it's gone. If they could do this for women, then it sure as hell could do the same thing for men. Because last time I checked, catfishing goes both ways. There are a lot more women out here on their social media / on dating sites, not who they said they are. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me fix that. Hold on. Oh no, that's something else. That's not okay. Hey, let me see what this is. Hold on a second, guys. I'm just checking something right now, guys. Hold on. Just taking a brief pause. All right. Is that everything? Make sure you guys like the stream as you come in and share the stream as well. Where is it? Where is it? All right, I think I got nothing else. I missed anything. All right, I guess we can continue. Yeah, my views on catfish, it should go both ways. There's too many women that's catfishing that don't show or reveal what they look like or who they actually are too. But like I said, this app's only designed for you as the user to find out who you are, but little of the women. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Anyhow, let's keep going. We believe T has grown rapidly in popularity because until now, running these types of safety checks have been very difficult and expensive to do. We brought all of this technology into one simple experience in a way that has never been possible before. We are most proud of the thousands of positive reviews women have left that express how T has literally saved their lives, helping them avoid dangerous situations and avoid toxic, unsafe relationships. We sleep well at night, proudly knowing we are solving a series of real-world issues that has been generally overlooked by dating apps and the technology community? Approximately how many users or subscribers does your app currently have? Can you share with our readers 3 of the main steps you taken to build such a large community? And he responds, over 500,000 women have joined T, making it the largest group chat in America. The community has grown almost entirely through word of mouth. Women love having a safe, anonymous space to share dating experience, ask for advice, and leaving honest feedback on past partners. We've been focusing on building a product that enables women to connect and empower each other with real, unfiltered dating insight, and the community has been growing entirely on its own. What is your monetization model? How do you monetize your community of users? Have you considered other monetization options? Why did you not use these? That's a very intriguing, serious question. Let's see what his response is. He responds, most of the apps is free to use, but our suited and dating safety tools require a $14 monthly subscription. We would make the app completely free, but we need to pay the data provider that helps our user run the safety checks. We proudly donate 10% of our profits to a national domestic violence hotline to help women in need. Let me stop right here. You have a monthly subscription and you still got breached? Let that sink in for a minute. This man got made the users, the ones that really pay, and let's be honest, I know there are not a lot of black women paid for the extra safety protocols. This app is not really free, if we want to be honest, because to use the full capability of this app, you need to pay a subscription. And even that, it doesn't guarantee that you are safe from any hackers or anything of that nature, which is revealed right now. And me looking at this right now, it seems to me that someone has been fooled. Big time. Like big time. So a lot of questions has to be asked for those that don't know. All right, let me keep reading. Yeah, this is good so far. Can you tell our readers about the most unconventional tactics you use to test, market, or gain feedback on product? What did you try? What was unique about it? And what was the outcome? Our users, in his response, our users have actually created their own flyers with QR codes that they hung up in women's bathrooms around the city. We feel this is a testament to the value of our community. Women want to spread the word because they know the more women that are on apps, the more valuable the community becomes. What are some of the strategies you have used to improve your products and build on their success? The number one strategy we use to improve T is simply asking our community of women what they want us to build next. By constantly asking for product feedback, we constantly been made aware of the highest priority thing we can be doing to make the app better at helping women find love safely. Next question. Thank you. Here is the main question of our interview. Based on your inexperience or your experience and success, what are the 5 most important things one should know in order to create a very successful app? If you can, please share the story. And I don't know if I read this. I read it earlier, but let me highlight, see how far more of this. All right, I'll read it because this is something important for those that want to make apps in the future. So why not go into it? Number 1, make sure you find a very specific problem that greatly pains a large number of people that is not being addressed, and pour all your time and energy into solving the problem without distractions by any else. Yeah, remember, apps are designed like YouTube or any other social media outlet. They're here to solve problems. For T, I saw how important finding love was for the women in my life and how challenging and dangerous online dating was. After seeing that dating safety was a serious problem that greatly affects a huge number of women, I knew it would be a valuable product to build. Most tech founders fail multiple times because they built a product no one needs, but we've been successful out the gate because we focus on solving a real world problem that desperately needs a solution. Number two, once you identify a problem worth solving, you need to focus on building an extremely simple product that is well designed and very intuitive to use. If someone needs help using your product, you fail. People have extremely short attention span and will immediately abandon your product if it does not make sense to them within seconds. The product needs to focus on solving one core use case very well and should do nothing else. Until this use case has been perfectly solved for T, we made it so all you need to do is enter a phone number and will return a full background check about the individual. If you upload a screenshot of a dating profile, it shows all the places that individual can be found online. Great apps make very complicated technologies feel simple, and T makes it easy for women to access difficult to find safety data. You know, if a man come up with this, it should not be no different. Another man, and there should be another man that still should make an app for men, because there should not be no app out here that's only solely for one sex. Matter of fact, if I'm gonna double check and say if that is illegal for the app store to have apps only focus on one sex, I'm gonna do that after I finish read this. Number three, you need to focus on marketing and distribution, not just building a product from day one. We learned that the hard way with T. We spent months building an awesome product, but couldn't get anyone to try it once it was available. The joke among entrepreneurs is that first-time founders focus on building products, and second-time founders focus on distribution. If we were to start over, we would start building an audience from day one that when our product is available, we could get immediate traction, feedback to grow, improve a product. Don't build an echo chamber, which was read earlier. Number four, ideals are a dime a dozen. It executes that matters. There has been a handful of competitors that have tried to compete with T, and they even gone as far as copying majority parts of our design, but nothing has worked because an obsession with the user experience and relentless iterations are the key to build a successful product. We had so many of our users tell us that they thought about starting an app just like but it's the doing it, the action matters. A mediocre idea with great execution beats a brilliant idea with poor execution every single time. Number five, while solving an important problem is necessary to build a successful product, you also need to make sure you work on something you care deeply about, because you are going to spend a lot of time on it. We've been working around the clock on T for 2.5 years now, and we're only getting started. You should be prepared to spend 10 years working on a technology startup. Part of being an entrepreneur is failing time and time again. And key to being successful entrepreneur is simply never giving up. If you don't care deeply about your mission, you'll quit when they get hard. So make sure you care and believe deeply in what you're doing. Failure is the learning tool. It is something that you must embrace. For those that don't know, I've said this many times on my channel, and I tell you, gentlemen, this: you must embrace, and I mean it literally. Failure is part of life. If you're not failing, you're not trying. You are a person of great influence. If you could start a movement that would bring the most amount of good to the most amount of people, what would that be? You'll never know what your ideals can trigger. If I could start a movement, it would be one that accelerates global action on climate change by making sustainable choices to easily and most affordable options for individuals and business. Too often, doing the right thing for the planet feels inconvenient or expensive, but that should be the case. My movement would push governments to implement aggressive climate policies, business to adopt truly sustainable practice, technology to make clean energy and low carb living effortless. While I focus on dating safely today, building a product that addresses climate issues will be my next project. Good luck to that. How can I read this further for your works? LinkedIn, and also download the app. That's it. That's it. So, I'm not sure how you like that so far, what has been read. I want y'all to leave your comments on this one here. Looking forward to read to it. Thank you for, listening to this portion or listen to this part of the show. Now, moving on. I hope you guys like this stream so far. Wouldn't mind if you guys give me a like, a share. It goes a long way. As you know, I am talking about this. And okay. Oh, good. That's some good news. All right. So now what we're gonna do? We're gonna play some more videos. Let me check what's going on here before I do anything. All right, hold on. Let's check this out. All right, that's stuff. All right. Let's go on with some more videos here. Here's something from one chick talking about what the T app is going to do, and men should be concerned. Here we go.
So, story time. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? I gotta share this with y'all. Are y'all ready? So, I was at the house doing my orders, and my brother came. And he's like, "Quinta, I need you to check something for me. Please check something for me." I'm like, "Okay, what's up?" They got me on T. They got me in the T app. I'm like, "The T app? What is that?" So guys, he forcefully made me download the T app. And he's like, only women have access to it. You know what I'm saying? They talking mess about me in there. They talking shit about me in there. You know? Quinta, please, sister, do this for me. Let me just see what people are talking about. So I said, okay, how did you know you were in the T app? So apparently he started talking to this new girl in Florida. So when you're talking to a guy now, what most women are doing is they're going on the T app, they're putting in your name and seeing what other people are saying about you. So that's what she did, and she saw a lot. She saw a lot about my brother. Oh my God. So I get in there, it's only for women, guys, only for women, and they gotta approve you. So I'm waiting for approval. He's like, "Did they approve you yet?" I said, "No, not yet. Calm down." He's like, "Okay, all right, keep me posted. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. I want to see what these women are saying about me." And I'm like, "Okay, well, it's not that bad. It's just in Texas, so it shouldn't affect." He was like, "Nah, it's nationwide. This girl is in Florida. Blah blah." I said, "What? Wait, it's nationwide?" So okay. A couple of hours later, I finally get approved, and I put his name in there, and I'm reading what they're saying about my brother. And I'm like, "Well, Jeffrey, it's true." I'm like, yeah, bro, it's true. What these women are, that's what you've been doing. And then when he left, I get all curious and get ideas, so I start putting in my homeboy's name in there. And I put one that's very close to me, that he thought because he will escape and go to Nigeria and be doing things in Nigeria, that his escapade won't catch up with him. And guess what? It did.
Let's stop this right here. Okay. What we have here, I'm gonna read to y'all what the Google Play Store or any app store that anybody develops an app, what are the rules in regards to what is considered discrimination. It says here, I'm gonna read it to you. When it generally allows, the app clearly markets itself for a specific demographic, dating apps for women, but does not outright block others. It usually is okay. Apps like Bumble or Her have features or branding tailoring to women or the LGBTQ people, but they don't outright ban others from using it. So it might be safe for women and for those people, but it's really for everybody to really have access and create their accounts. What could be legal issue if the app refuse service or access based solely on gender. It could violate Google Play developer policy under discrimination or hate speech rule. Uh-oh. The anti-discrimination law in some countries or U.S. states like California unrule civil rights acts. If the app uses gender screening to prevent access, that could lead to a complaint or takedown. So for those that did not say that or have not mentioned that this was illegal, it is illegal. And really, I think a lot of people should start fight against that and really take down that app, because in the Google Play Store's rules and terms agreement also, you're not supposed to discriminate against a certain gender when creating an app who could get access or use your app. It makes sense now why there was data breach, not once, twice. You're doing something illegal and look like somebody tried to report it, and looks like Google Play Stores did not grant the takedown of this app. That's the vibe I'm getting, people. That is the vibe I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting. You're not supposed to have this app should not exist. Now it makes sense. Let me keep reading. And you guys got this. I hope you guys enjoying this, like the stream, support the channel, because really truly no one's really looking into this. I don't remember anybody talking about this. There are some people that did videos on this. Hell, there are people that did live streams that might have a stronger following than me. But I know for one fact, they're not really looking into the deeper details. Because that's serious. You have an app out here that's only solely tailored to women, only screening, make sure it's women to do this, to check if a man could be a criminal, a thug, or whatever, and no other gender can go on that app. That's questionable. Yeah, that's illegal. Yeah, I know you guys don't like to hear it. I know. But God damn it, you're going to enjoy this. Let me see if I can keep reading on to this. Google Play stands. Google generally does not allow apps to discriminate based on race, ethnicity, religion, disability, age, nationality, veteran status, sexual orientations, gender. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna double check this, make sure not one AI is going for this. Gender identity or any other characteristics that is associated with systematic discrimination or marginalization. So it said marking to gender equals okay. Not really. It's not okay, because right here you already proved it's not. And if you only design app for only one gender, that's illegal. Number 2, blocking access by gender, risky and possibly against Google policy, local laws. It is against the policy. It should not exist. So, and there's more detail, but I'm not going because you did the detail for me. Thank you. And now I'm going to check another site. I'm going to keep playing this. Let's continue.
Oh, guys, ladies. Hey, I'm sorry, but it's a game changer. I'm not saying go based off the app to date someone, but you at least have an idea. Because men can choose to be whoever they want to be to whomever they want to be that person to. So you don't want to go based on experience, like other people's talk. Because some people too was on there lying. But you have access to do background checks. You can upload their pictures on there. Hey, this app. So it's called T. Dating advice for women. T. It's a green icon. Let me see if I can post it here for you guys to see. Good luck.
All right, that's it for that. Let me remove this. Next video. There he is.
I stay to myself and I stay single. The anxiety of not even talking to someone but downloading the app is insane. I don't even talk to anyone, but I had so much anxiety going through and reading the stuff. Oh my. Ladies, remember to love yourself. Remember to choose the things I am reading. Okay? The things I am reading are insane. Ladies,
Yes.
remember your standards. Don't take all of this as a lesson. Like everything on that T app, please. This should help you guys. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what to say. Watch some of my videos. You guys please stay safe. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Right. Okay, that's it for that. I'm just going through these videos very much as far as possible. Let me open the folder. Yeah, what's this? Move that. Next one. Okay. What else am I missing? All right. Yeah, we're gonna go into this one about people's views on the T app. Let's go with this one.
T app was designed to expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's showing just how dirty and nasty the men that y'all have been dealing with are. Y'all get online with these high standards that you don't have in real life, which is what I always say. You can't believe what they're saying. You got to watch what they're doing. They can tell you all day what they won't do, but that app is showing you what they will do. Y'all are showing just how low vibrational the men that y'all have to pick from are. You can't sit up and say that you got all these options yet. These are the men that you're picking. The truth is, that's all you got to pick from. You have a bunch of group of nasty, terrible men to choose from, and you're just trying to find the best out of the worst. But all of them are horrible. Everything that you have to choose from is horrible because of how you are as a woman. You carry yourself in a way that there's a very specific type of man who would find you attractive. And that small group of men is who y'all are choosing from. And that's why y'all are sharing the same men. Because out of that small group of men that y'all are all picking from, y'all are trying to find the best looking one, the one who appear to seem like he got some money, even though he usually don't end up having no money. Y'all are all picking and filtering through that small group of disgusting, nasty pookies, right? And no matter what you get online and say about how you want rich men, you ain't even in proximity to rich men. Rich men don't even see you on their radar when you walk by, right? Because nothing about who you are and how you carry yourself would pick up on the radar of a man who got any class about himself, right? Only pookies find you desirable. And that's the reason why y'all are all sharing the same pookies. That's the reason why y'all all sharing the same pookies. It don't matter what y'all get on that app and expose regarding these men, how terrible they done treated you, what STDs they done gave you, how many babies they done had and left. There still will be a line of women ready to give that man a shot to see whether or not she can get better results than you got. So you can never really expose men because there's always going to be women who are willing to test it out for themselves and still see whether or not the stuff the previous women said is actually true.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She's right on that one. And no doubt she is so on point. All right. Let me check what's going on here. Let me check this on. All right. Next video. What's good, Ray? How you doing? All right, let me remove this. Where is it? Oh, where is it at? And I got quite a few more of these videos when I think about it. All right.
The T-app proves one thing and one thing only that we all knew as guys. These women are sleeping with the same men. A woman could post a guy on there and say all these horrible things about that man, and 15 other women will either agree or say he's not like that. What does that mean? They could complain about the men, the horrible guys, the broke men, all that shit, right? But the reality is, they're still sleeping with them. They still find these guys attractive. No matter the hate that they give that guy, he's still going to get laid. It be the same niggas. The most popular niggas in your city is going to be on that joint. And there be communities surrounding this one guy talking about him. But I thought women said that they hate toxic men and they love good men. Then why are there 50 women commenting about the one guy who broke their fucking heart? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because they're sexually attracted to that one man. Unfortunately. It is what it is. Oh, time for commercial. Please, guys, support the channel. You know how I like it.
My money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Betty, bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
All right, guys, you know the deal. Support the channel. Like always, Super Chat or Cash App, Chaos Rain Show. All right, next video.
All the T-App is doing is exposing how nasty these bitches is, aside from these niggas. So I've been on the app all week. It didn't take me long to get approved. I don't know why y'all been sending a waiting list for like 2, 3, 4 days. It took me maybe like an hour or two to get approved on Monday. But I hopped on when I first saw it because I was like, I'm trying to be nosy. I wanted to see what was going on. Now, what I can say, and I feel very proud of, is that I literally put all my balls in there. Like old balls, new balls, nobody came up. First, last name, IG names. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of my man. But the biggest issue that I'm seeing is girls are posting a guy that they're dealing with, and women are in the comments like, oh, what's his IG? What's to him? I'm trying to see what's up, this, that, and the third. And it's like, this app is literally supposed to help protect women from offenders, from DV type guys, and all that other stuff. And y'all are taking this as a joke. This is supposed to really help people, and y'all are really like trying to come up on another girl's guy, knowing that that's a nigga. Like this is why the cheating, the dating, and everything, like, we can't just keep putting it on these men. And I'm not a pick me. I am not a pick me. But we can't keep putting it on these guys, because I can guarantee you, if it was an app that had women on there and we couldn't get no access, baby, our chest would hurt. I'm talking about the big one. No, but the biggest problem with it is that
I could only imagine, sweetie. And trust me, there was an app like that, and trust me, your heart would stop to know the amount of women these dudes are exposing. And some of them look cute, some of them don't look too fat. And it's shameful to find that these same women that tell out they want the good men, all this third and shit, and they go around, mess around with the dudes that ain't about shit. Honest truth. Anyhow, let's keep playing.
this could have really helped the dating scene and helped guys and girls like tighten up and not be out here cheating and doing all this nonsense. But y'all over here ready to pass the ball around and wonder why your pH balance is off all the time. Like, make it make sense, mama. Make it make sense. Y'all can't want to be nobody's wife or nobody's girlfriend for real if you're literally in a comment on the T app talking about, I'm trying to see if I can hit your guy after you get done. What?
We've lost the plot. We've lost it. The men are not okay, and clearly the women aren't either.
Okay, that's the end of that video. Next video. Let me see what video is. Video 3. Okay. All right. Remove that. Next video.
So I know most of y'all heard about the T app or whatever. It's an app where females was on there exposing dudes, if they was cheaters, lying, spreading STDs, whatsoever. So I know y'all heard that somebody hacked it. And apparently women had to upload their driver's license or IDs or whatever like that, and all their information been hacked. But my thing is, why did y'all feel the need to even, I ain't gonna say why did y'all feel the need to create the app, because the app was originally for if it was dudes on there abusing females or whatever, and there was a safe space for the women to talk privately about it. My thing is, the women was all on TikTok, Facebook, and everything. Like, they had another phone showing.
Now, this is what I do not approve. You tell me you're on this app, and let me follow this for a second. You on this app to talk about a dude that might be, let's say he is a predator or he's really a criminal that did you wrong. The last thing you want to do is be telling and spilling tea on an unknown app like T app to random women. You should go to the nearest authorities as quick as possible. That's the first thing that should come to mind to a lot of you ladies. But no, you will not do that, because most of you ladies, you're attracted to those type of men. You do sleep with these men, and trust me, you don't just don't sleep with these men one time. You go on many what they call carousel rides with this gentleman or this individual, to a point where he might ghost you or don't want nothing to do with you, and then just moves on, and you go onto these same apps to talk and tell how bad he is. And that, so wait, you're hoping to entice the next lady to not screw him. And trust me, that does not work. Women like that. It's pretty evident women like to find there's a man out there that ain't ish, and he's about them business to really blowing your back out. And that's the honest truth. I'm gonna let her continue.
What was on the app. Why is y'all spilling the tea? That's supposed to be a safe space for the women to come on there, but y'all done effed it up. Y'all just running y'all mouth, going back telling the dudes that they on the app. My thing is, I never signed up for it. When I heard about the app, I thought it was like something on Facebook, like a group or something that you had to join or something, but come to find out it was like an actual app. I never got on the app because I'm single, and I really don't be talking to nobody, so I didn't feel the need to go on there and, ask XYZ about the dudes that I do know, because if you're in a relationship and you got to question, is he cheating on me, or you having, you're wondering, he probably is cheating on you. You don't need an app to tell you that. And then another thing that I was thinking, so the girls on there posting the dude like, anybody got some tea on this dude? How y'all know these females telling the truth? Like, they could be lying on these dudes, just making up stories, and then somebody, like, you post your nigga, and then somebody get on there and say, yeah, I know him, woo woo woo, we slept together. Then you go to him with the bullshit, and the shit not even true. Like, the app is just messy. They need to just shut it down.
One bright woman discovered the game. She discovered that most time these women that's allegedly spilling the tea on certain men that want to tell the other hens in the group or in the flock that he ain't ish, they could be even lying. And lying goes a far way on social media, gentlemen. Ladies tell a lot more lie than you expected. For those that don't know, like, literally tell a whole bunch of lies. That's why we don't go by a lot of women's word. Unless you go down that police precinct, you go to a hospital, you show some form of evidence. That's the only way that's going to validate what has happened to you. Last thing you want to do is you want to go on your own social media to go viral over some bullshit story. That pretty much is not true. Let's continue, man. Let's continue.
Because somebody can get hurt behind it because you stupid ass don't know how to keep y'all mouth shut. Like, y'all got other phones just screen recording the shit, telling people what's on the app. Learn how to keep y'all mouth shut. I hope they shut it down. If it ain't already shut down, shut it down. Because it's just all drama behind it. Like, just shut the app down.
They love drama, my dreadlock sweetie. They love drama. And you're right. The app needs shut. Matter of fact, I got an elder right now. You might recognize this man. About his views on this app and why he never talked about it. Listen carefully, guys.
You talk about the T that I did talk about the T app. No, I did not. I'm not really interested in T app. Okay, for the most part. Okay, number one, the T app should be sued out of existence because.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Have you ever wanted to learn? The T app should be sued out of existence because they're damaging black men's reputation by doing that shit. They should be sued out of existence. I don't even know how they exist on you in social media. If black men did the same shit to black women that the T app does to black men, they'd have banned them. Okay, they'd have canceled them even before they got started. Okay, only black women can get away with that shit is because nobody respects you. Okay, nobody likes you. Nobody's coming for you. That's why SYSBM is the way. Ain't nobody checking for you, black man. Okay, you need to fucking go be happy. And you need, like I say, you need to burn that goddamn cape. Okay. Burn the cape, and when you come down, put on your power suit with your power pen and your power glasses, and you look at the paperwork. Okay, if it ain't kosher, you get up from the table and walk. Okay. Okay. Anyway, there was a male version that was it was hot, taken down. Taken down in one day for revenge porn. Yep. Or you know they landed in the Philippines looking for you.
All right. So you hear it. There you have it. There you go. Enough said about that. Even the elder agrees. Mr. Igmore agrees that the app should no longer be in existence. It should be taken down as well. So you heard the perspective from the lady with the locks, the nice caramel lady with locks, to the elder himself that you know on YouTube. That app should be banned. Now, will it be banned? I can't say, because right now, how most of the apps are designed, they're designed for one thing only, to make money. And who's the biggest consumers out of all people? Women. For those that don't know. Like, literally, you don't know. So now, what was it? That was number 4. All right, let's go to the next video. Let me see, that's number 4. I'm trying to go through these videos as steady as possible. Here we go.
Tell y'all TikTok that they accepted me on the T app. Let me just say this. Okay? I better not hear another female come on this internet complaining about raising a child by herself, running down to the welfare office, getting her ass whooped upside her head. I better not hear none of that. You got women up here on the T app posting men in their mugshots, men with their pants halfway down, hanging off their ass, looking crazy with a damn bottle of Hennessy in their hand, talking about something. What's tea on him? I'm starting to like him. Why are you starting to like him? Why? Like, y'all standards is in the fucking trash. Yes, you got women up here on the T app posting mug shots of men, asking us, have we slept with him? Asking us, are they good men? No.
Did y'all know? As a matter of fact, let me make myself bigger. Did y'all know? And I've noticed about this for the last month and a half now. Did y'all know that there are women, particularly mostly melanated women, black women in general, are going into prisons looking for mates, including husbands. Hell, they got an app for women to go find a man in jail. The standards, their self-esteem is on an all-time low. Like literally, all-time low. Oh shit. Story time. For those, I'm gonna keep it short. I know of one lady. I had conversation with this lady, right? And matter of fact, let me make that so you don't see this. With this lady, right? And this is a very interesting story. This lady, I came across that I've had conversations mostly online, and we could say offline. She went our way and asked me for advice. This is actually a true story, and I don't know if I've talked about this. And I had a conversation with her where, for a while, for like, for 30 minutes, maybe close to an hour. And what she has told me that this dude, cause I asked some serious questions because she's going through these little issues in this so-called relationship she was in. Come to find out, she told me this man that is not ADOS, mostly he's Caribbean. He was doing a bid in jail over some criminal money. There's a money related issue. And I told her personally, you're a woman that's in your 30s. Why are you looking or seeking a man that's doing time in jail? In her mind, she dealt with him because from what I remember from the conversation, she said this man is a good man. And I asked her, how the hell you're a good man? Or let's be honest, actual productive man, and you behind bars because of some money issues related where it could be fraud, right? She could not explain it. All she had to tell me is she met this dude. She had conversations. The dude spit some game, some bullshit in her ear that enticed her. And she went all the way to formulate a little relationship with him behind bars. And there's no moral to the story. The point is this. To let you know, she got knocked up by this dude in jail. Let's keep it real. The moral of the story is there are women, even as old as in their late 20s or even later 30s, they will be and look for relationships for men that are behind bars and will formulate relationships which is going to lead to long-term relationships and even go as far as not marriage mostly, but also creating families with men that have do time in jail for non-offensive or criminal activities. These women do exist. They are out here. So the videos I'm playing right now, that's going to reveal more of this. No one can tell me that it's just a thing that women say they can't find no good man. No, they could find a decent man. But the problem is they're not willing to do what's necessary to get that man, garnish his man, hold and keep that man, and make that man make more than a more useful woman and be a wife. Because most Western women today, including sisters, don't show the necessity or even go as far as qualified for the men that's doing what they should be doing out here. And that's just the honest truth. Let's continue the videotape. Phrase.
No, they're not good men, stupid. No, they're not. Oh my God, today. Y'all wonder why you're fucked and dumped in the trash. The type of men that you want to attract is alarming. The type of men that you are attracting is alarming. What in the hell is going on? And it's a lady up there, she been commenting because it's anonymous. And she's like, oh my God, like, you should be embarrassed posting something like this. I told y'all, even when y'all was on the prison side of TikTok, y'all women are sick and you need to seek therapy immediately. Any woman that is seeking a man that is incarcerated, it's giving daddy issues. It's giving book a therapy session today. My God, today.
I agree with the sister. Yeah, you need to be and sit down to the nearest therapist, i.e. shrink as possible, to get your head examined. When you go out your way to go look for men behind bars. And one of my good friends told me this personally, that why would a woman that's out here doing what she has to do looking for a man in jail? I said, I just don't know. I don't know. In my opinion, I think she looked for a man in jail because in her mind, she feels she's not worth finding anybody better personally. But yeah, as a red flag, and most men should know this, anytime you deal with a woman, either she a Pukisha or Keisha looking, or just, a black woman that look like she's doing fairly good. If her track record is the dudes that she dealt with and she's telling up front ain't ish, it lets you know that she is a Pookie and Ray Ray picker and lover. And if you're not moving like Pookie and Ray Ray, you're not gonna get no buds. That's as nice as I'm gonna say. All right, next video. Next video.
What's up, y'all? Hey, ladies, I'm gonna need y'all to cut it out. So now you got the What's the Tea app, and it's telling you about all these different men, I guess in different cities. The same thing that what was that Facebook group? Is this your man or whatever? All of the women in there, you trying to find out tea on a man that you not gonna leave. If your man is in there and he got about 4 or 5 different women that's claiming him, understand none of y'all going anywhere. You doing all of that, trying to do all this research on what this man is doing. All you getting ready to mess up your own central nervous system. Yeah. Because one thing these men gonna do is cheat and have multiple women. You know why? Because it's easy. If something was hard for a man to do, he wouldn't do it. Like taking care of a woman. That's why they don't do it, because it's too hard. They would rather have 10 pennies than 1 dime. Because taking care of that 1 dime, you got to be careful with it. Because if you not, you might lose it. You got 10 pennies, 3 fall off, you still got 7 left. These men don't want to do nothing that's hard, so they do what's easy. And that's have multiple women, because nowadays women are paying. Women are sharing, they are paying, and they are staying. So all you women out there, all you females in all these different cities that's on this What's the Tea app, the only real reason why you trying to find out if he got other women, because you trying to compete. Yeah, you want to compare and compete with whatever woman he that's claiming him. Because you damn sure not going nowhere. Y'all getting ready to be on some Barbara and Shirley, woman to woman, talking to and comparing notes. Why? Why do all of that and you not going anywhere? Men are able to cheat because women allow it. They stay, they deal with all types of crap. You paying your way, you taking care of him, letting him drive your car to the other girl house. Why do all of that? Why do all that? And you know damn well you're not going anywhere.
Right on, right on. And the reason why they're not going nowhere, because it's better to stay with that one man with that dick and keep bounce on it till the wheels fall off. That's how it works. All right, next video. Let me see what it is. This is video. I'm just categorizing most of these videos because I think it's all right, video 5 or 6. Make sure it's not the same video.
What's up, y'all?
All right, it's the same video. All right, next video. All right, here's one from this gentleman right here.
T-App was supposed to expose men, but indirectly what it's actually doing is exposing women and the type of guys that they actually go for. Let me explain what I mean by this. I know y'all don't like these red pill podcasts, you know, the Fresh and Fit podcast, all these podcasts that call out women's behaviors and their tendencies. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it. These niggas were telling the truth the whole time. These podcasters, when it comes to how certain women act, right? We're not talking about all women, but it's time that y'all accept that these niggas are right. Y'all see it, bro. Just type in the T app, bro. That's all you gotta do. Type in the T app and you're gonna see what pops up. These girls are literally confirming what these guys on these podcasts were saying. One of the red pill truths that these guys always talk about on the podcast is the fact that women like men that have other women. When you look at the T app and you see how many of these girls are messing with the same guy, it's absolutely incredible. The top 1% always wins. The guy who's not the nice guy, the guy who treats women like shit, the guy who, only booty calls girls and gets them, only hits them up when they want something from them. Those are the guys that are winning. These red pill niggas, these podcasters, they were right the whole time. And y'all gotta, it's crazy. These girls are literally sharing the same guy and they have no problem with it. This app was supposed to expose men's ways. And while it's doing that, right, the women didn't see how this was gonna backfire on them. This is absolutely incredible. This just shows you the type of guys that these girls are willing to lay down with, the type of guys that these women are with. Bro, there's people on this app that are messing with.
One lady writes a link, please. Let me see who you are, lady. Miss. 1 second. 1 second. Let me just take a look. I'm gonna keep playing. What link you asking for, Miss Lily? I'm curious. Let's go.
With a guy who has 3 to 4 baby mamas, and she thinks that she's gonna be the one. If he ain't settled down and he left all his 3 or 4 other kids, what makes you think he's gonna settle down with you? What makes you so different that he's gonna choose to settle down with you? Man, this T app opened up my eyes to very wide, bro. Now, I've been red pill for a while now, and I understand how women move, but bro, to see it live time in the T app, and furthermore confirm what these niggas are saying on the podcast that they have, because they get a lot of shit for it. Oh, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, that's not all women. And yeah, that's true, that's not all women, but majority of women are moving like this, and it's actually scary to see. But yeah, they ended up exposing themselves and the type of guys that they deal with. They're all sharing the same guy and they're okay with it, literally. So
Okay, I think you said give perspective. Oh, so do you want to come up? If that's what we ask for, the call to come on to the stream. Okay, you want to give perspective on the content you just presented? Yeah, I think I put the call link in the chat. Is it in the chat room? I'll post one more time. Why not? Why not? Why not? Yes. Why not? This. Okay. Okay. I put the call link. I don't know if that is as best I could do. Because I'm running some videos. All right. Let me see what else is on here. All right. So that's men's view on the T app. All right. Remove this. And let me see if there's another video I want to run. All right. All right. So I went through that folder. All right. Next folder. Oh, wrong one. I'm gonna go back. Okay. Is this the one? All right. This is the folder. Okay. I'm gonna run the next video.
Women are dating these days.
All right, let me pause it. Okay. All right, next video. Now, these are gonna be highlights of the few ladies that's gonna speak on it. Some talking about the T app, some talking about other things. So listen in. But this one's talking about the T app. So let's go.
Because they need that type of excitement in their life. They need that type of instant gratification. The entertainment a man will give them. Peace is boring to them. Being still with oneself is boring to most women. So they need a man to come and entertain them, stir up the pot, bring drama, cheat on them, dog her out, slap her a few times, this and that, so she can feel love, so she can feel passion, so she can feel something. But that is not love, that is just lust. women don't know what love is because most women don't love themselves. Because if you love yourself, you wouldn't even download the T app, okay? Because no one should have T on you if you keeping it closed and you keeping it locked and you have standards for yourself. None of these dudes is even worthy of your body. I don't understand how most women are still falling for the okie doke, still falling for the games. Who is there to blame? You keep blaming these dudes, but we already know the game is rigged. We already know they ain't shit. We already know they cheaters, liars, manipulators, narcissists, all this stuff, but you're still volunteering being a willing participant to their own dysfunction. You are wrapping yourself into their demons because you think it is better to be with them than to be alone. You rather be a ride or die than being single and alive.
Okay. Now, in regards to the ride or die, that sounds like more of that street crap. Most generally men don't really talk about you should be ride or die in generally. And the thing about, my issue with a lot of women today, the word narcissism has been used too much. It's been played out. In my opinion, I think most women that talk about narcissism are the biggest narcissists, in my opinion. Because if you're able to attract these narcissists, and I look at the portfolio of gentlemen that they have dated, I would have to say in conclusion that she herself is actually the narcissist. Because narcissists, unfortunately, attract a narcissism. I mean, that's how I see it. I rarely attract narcissists from last time I checked. But that's just me. I could be wrong. But literally, when I hear people use the word constantly, loosely, I had to question them. Next video. Let me see. Is there? Oh, it's the first one. Remove. Next video. All right.
Yeah, so I downloaded the T page. Don't get me wrong, I'm single. But I was just being nosy trying to see who was on there.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I noticed, y'all bitches ain't got no morals. A girl supposed to do and he look halfway decent. All y'all in the comments asking for his IG, talk about, oh, I'm trying to crack necks. I'm trying to crack neck. What?
Ooh.
She just wrote all this about the man, and just because he look good, you trying to crack next?
Well, I mean, she's honest. I ain't gonna knock it. I mean, she wants to, get busy with that dude. She saw his picture, saw his profile, read the dude look like he might not be stable or not. She wanted to get in. Like literally, she wanted to get in. I mean, yeah. I have no words for that. I mean, I let that speak for it. Next video. All right. And make sure you guys like the stream. Let's see what's the next video.
In one of those are we dating the same guy groups, and this past weekend a man was posted on here.
Yeah, I think she's talking about the T app. Let's go.
And this girl was like, is anybody seeing him? Because I've been seeing him and I really like him, whatever. There's
my apologies. If you guys are watching this stream, please give this video a like. I'm seeing I have how many likes? Not much likes, but I see more people coming in. So likes won't hurt. Give Chaos Rain a free like or a dislike. Matter of fact, I don't want dislikes. I prefer likes. More better. Dislikes don't do me nothing. A like will go much further. So please like the stream. Let's go.
Literally hundreds and hundreds of comments. And at least 7, I counted. I got tired of counting because I was disgusted. At least 7 women in those comments were like, I've been sleeping with him with no protection, like consistently. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? And they're not saying like we're in a relationship, we're dating, we're talking. No, they're just like, we've just been seeing each other, we've just been sleeping together. That's fine. That's not my thing. But if that's your thing, that's cool. But why are we not using protection? Why are we not using protection? And one of the girls was like, oh, he the type that won't do it if you make him use protection. Like, he won't do it at all. Girl, then don't do it. What is wrong with y'all? What are we doing? I'm so serious. What are y'all doing? You need to get your rocks off. Cool, girl. Get it how you live. But at the very least, you guys, you can't be out here moving like this. All of y'all need to go get tested. Every single one of you. And to make it worse, the girl who posted the original post says she's going to keep seeing him. She's not going to stop. She's not done with him. None of that swayed her. I said, what's the point of us having this group if when y'all find out information about the man that you're seeing, you're not going to leave him? Why are we even here? What is the point? We might as well dismantle it. What, y'all not listening? No way.
You know, Kevin said it best.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up! God damn it! You can't make this shit up! God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Yeah. Well, you know, like I said, Pookie Rary, and you know, I don't really talk about this Pookie Rary nonsense because, in person, the reason why I don't talk about it because I come to grips that women like what they like, and if they want to choose a dude that's in them streets or doing things that could cause him life or imprisonment, then God bless him. Let them be good over there. But if you're a man, you're doing what you should be doing. I mean, you shouldn't have to worry about this, or personally. But to find that you're gonna still have intercourse with this dude after you know you got some from, it speaks on the character of this young woman or old woman that is doing this. And question to the ladies that's watching this. I know you ladies watching. I know you're still there, Illy. I think Lily. Would you still be friends with women like this after you find out that their picking of men like this is inappropriate? That's my question I want to lay out and ask. Oh, what's good? How you doing? All right, let's next video. Next video. I don't know what video that was. Was it? Let me see.
And one of the
Okay, that's not it. Same video. Sorry. You know. Here we go.
The app exposes women in this way, right? The ones that I have been seeing.
Oh, thank you. Okay. A real honest woman. Thank you. And is there a reason why you would not associate yourself with that woman? Can you give me details in the chat room if possible? All right, let's continue.
It makes me question women, right? There's one guy on here. He has a heart, like a broken heart tattoo right here. And then he has a $sign with like dripping blood right here, right? In the comment section, it's full of delusional ass women. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to look at this man and know that he's no fucking good. Oh, and then he has the bag $sign of money in the middle of his neck. What a stand-up husband he would be, right? So someone puts, don't talk to him, he has a bunch of kids. Don't talk to him, he steals. He fucking looks like it. He fucking looks like it. I'm not looking at him, I'm looking at you. You're the dummy. So I'm like, I dare somebody to comment, well, I could have told you that and I never met the man. Some of these guys are like visual red flags. And I don't see how you thought somebody wouldn't know. I'm thinking you're going to post somebody like Taylor from Love Island who looked like he wouldn't harm a fly or be deceptive. Y'all are
Question. Anybody watch Love Island? Who's this Taylor gentleman? I'm curious. Is he a black man or a white man? Anybody know? Should I look that up? Let me see. I don't know, man. If anybody knew who Taylor from Love Island is, please tell in the chat room. And let me read your chat, Lily. At my age, I want to be in a group of men and women who self-analyze. Yes, that's the way to go. And I'm not sure how old you are, Lily, but if you're over the age of, let's say, 35, maybe, you're in the right direction in life. Usually I prefer people that got a little or be more mature a little sooner. And usually around like I don't know. Maybe they're early, mid-20s, maybe good. If you catch it now, it'll be better. I'm gonna let this video continue to play. Let's go.
Posting men who visibly look like they're nothing but shit in human form. Like the money bag tattoo enough on his neck was enough for me to know he wouldn't be a good candidate for anything besides helping you rob a bank.
All right. Shout out to the sister, like what she said. All right. Yeah. You could look at certain individuals and you could tell that, yeah, this ain't it. And we should not be discriminating people by looks per se. This is the word I'm been hearing. And I get it. I understand. We should always go by character of people as human beings. But we all know as human beings where we are in the stage of existence. We go by a lot of things. And usually looking at the person head to toe is always the parameter of getting the doors open. Besides knowing what they actually do, their character and everything else. Because we are visual creatures. Heavily, again, we as men, we're very visual. And sometimes if you look good, we will do two things. Try to interact with you, and hopefully the possibility we might have intercourse or something more. Now for ladies, I can't speak much about you ladies, but I know probably now most women, it depends on the race of women now, they like to deal with the visual looks first and everything second, particularly sisters roughly, you know. And usually that should change. And usually the men that they deal with, unfortunately, they look visually attractive to a lot of non-white women, aka black women or women of color generally. So all right, let's go to the next video. Oh, what's good? Ariel, proud mama of an RN. I figure a registered nurse. That's nice. All right, let me see more videos left on here. What's this? I lost track. Oh, make sure you guys like the stream as you come in. I think that was video 4. All right, so I think I have one more video.
I figured out why I like bad boys so much because I heard a quote the other day that said the reason you prefer the villain over the hero is because the hero would risk you to save the world, but the villain would risk the world to save you. Mi amor.
All right, let me rewind that. It went a little too fast in my perspective. Just absorb it. Let's go one more time. Rewind that.
Okay, I figured out why I like bad boys so much because I heard a quote the other day that said the reason you prefer the villain over the hero is because the hero would risk you to save the world, but the villain would risk the world to save you. Mi amor.
All right, do anybody agree with that bullshit? So you tell me the hero is gonna risk? I think she said the villain's gonna risk you to save the world. I'm not. Let me rewind that back because I don't analyze that good. It went over my head. Let me hear that one more time.
Okay, I figured out why I like bad boys so much because I heard a quote the other day that said the reason you prefer the villain over the hero is because the hero would risk you to save the world.
All right, so it said the hero will risk you to save the world. Do anybody believe that? Like, literally, do y'all believe that? Do you guys believe that? I'm hearing some. I want y'all feedback in the chat. I got a lot of people watching right now. And subscribe to the channel. Participate in the chat room. Let's have this conversation. The link's in the chat room if you want to come up. But this is a conversation we need to ask. And what's good? Share start. Links to the chat room. Please come up. All right. So she said the hero is going to risk you to save the world. But let's continue more about the villain.
But the villain would risk the world to save you.
So the villain is going to risk the world to save you. Okay. RZA said Villains are selfish, which makes sense. She did? Oh, she did? Interesting. Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was thinking. It didn't make sense to me. I thought it was like the reverse. But you're right. Yeah. I think she was joking. I think this is clickbait. Because that joke don't make no goddamn sense, in my opinion. Now, most villains will risk you. I mean, they'll take you in and use you to save themselves. I don't think it's the reverse. All right. One guy wrote, oh no, what she said was that the villain would sacrifice her to save the world and the hero would do the opposite. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, that kind of threw me off the loop. I mean, yeah, that it didn't make sense. It did not make no sense at all. But like I said, this I think it was clickbait. Yeah, heroes are selfish. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't like those type of clickbait videos, in my opinion. I think it's trash, in my opinion. They do what? Yeah, they do what's in the best interest. Yep. All right. And like I said, I say, what's up, Shatter? And on this one. So let me look what else in the chat room. I'm gonna refresh the page. I'm just doing some analyzing, guys. Don't mind me. All right, let me see what's good. All right. For those that's listening right now, guys, if you guys have any questions now, you can put it in the chat room. All right. Oh, I see somebody in the studio. All right, let me move this. All right, Shadow, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good, bro. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Yeah. And wait, one guy wrote, let me make sure I got the chat. Okay. They do what is in the best. All right, I got everything in the chat room. Okay. Yeah, like I said, guys, I opened the panel a little bit. I'm gonna make some space for people to come up. Yeah. And guys, support chat, hit the super chat or cash app. I also got a new super chat video. Anyone that puts $20 or more, you will see it. All right. So anyway.
Yeah, I was thinking that it was kind of backwards too, right?
Yeah, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. Yeah, that didn't make no sense.
It's kind of like clickbaity because I would think that the hero would obviously save his love interest and save the world at the same time. That's what that's what the hero usually does, right?
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. But
right, in her
that.
depiction of the villain, she's trying to seem like she's trying to make the villain archetype the hero in her mind, and that could be clickbait, like you said, because I'm like, that don't even make sense.
Made no sense. And I had to play it 3 times, bro, because when I listened to it again, I said, wait, something not right with this. I thought I was losing my mind, but I said, wait, I think she said the villain will do everything possible to save her, but the hero won't. I mean, that's so contradiction.
Saying like the hero is going to save the world, but then, if it was the world and versus her, she would say, well, save me. Fuck the world.
Yeah, man, that's not cool. The T app, from your perspective, I don't know if we ever talked about it, but have you been hearing about this T app?
You heard about that T app, man. I just actually picked up on it. I heard about it back in the days, but I didn't know the full depths of depravity that seems to be on there. But now I've seen some stuff on it, man. I didn't know it was that deep, man. I didn't even know what it was about. That's a wild app, man. I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, it's a crazy app, bro. But before we continue, as you know, as promised, for those that want to see this, you're gonna like this, people. Look out now. Here you go.
The money. Show you the money. Show you the money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Show me the money.
Thank you, Ariel, proud mama of the RN, for your big super chat. $20 super chat. I really appreciate it, sis. I appreciate it. And you're the first woman to see that new super chat. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys like it.
Jerry Maguire, man. That Jerry Maguire never get old, man.
You know, I never watched the movie, to be honest with you. I when the first thing that came to mind when I was creating that, I always think about, I said, wait, I remember there was a scene when the guy said, show me the money, right? And first it come up, I said, I think Jerry Maguire had that scene. And I just look it up and say, oh, yeah, that'd be nice. You get me? So I said, let me just concoct something. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Yeah,
that's a
that
good
was perfect. That's perfect right there.
And she said, it was nice. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Normally, if I was gonna come up with another one, it'll be more for a bigger super chat. But right now, I think this one is more enticing right now, the Jerry Maguire. And
yeah, man, you know,
I think RZA writes, I think she's talking about priorities. The hero priority is the greater collective, while the villain priority is the individual or themselves. Correct. That's correct. You were saying some Shatter? Sorry.
well, he actually is right, you know, but typically the hero and the love interest, typically the hero in in movies, right? You know, in the archetypes, right? Or books or whatever, where you got the hero archetype, he typically he would sacrifice himself to save the world, and in turn would save his love interest at the same time. You see, that's, you know, you make that zero sum position is what she was doing, because typically that's what the hero does. Yeah, he could live and then save the world, but typically, you know, you can't have all three, right? You
Yeah, it
can't
can.
save the world, save your girl, and live, right? You know what I'm saying? Unless you're
No,
Superman.
it don't work. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Even Superman died once or twice, so you know what I'm saying? Even him, right?
A lot of people didn't really talk about that, you know. Yeah. Of course. And normally, if we go through a few more donations, we'll meet the average goal. I don't put the goal on here sometimes when I do my streams, people, because sometimes, you know, when I get into the spirit and mood, I just start the broadcast. So sometimes I'll put it occasionally, but normally this is a normal goal we try to achieve here on the Chaos Rain Show. Roughly $50. We can go over, but $50 is like the average goal for support of the content here on this channel. So yeah, but on that, you know.
Yeah. So what's up with this T app, man? What's the
Oh,
real score on this?
the background personally with the T app is an app designed in regards to protecting women from catfishing. It was designed by a Caucasian man by the name of, let me give you his name. His name is Sam Cook. Let me see. Sean Cook, sorry. And early on to the stream, I did a reading. Actually, I read an interview that was conducted by Sean Cook back in May of this year. I think May 6th. And he explains his trial, his journey in creating this app. And one thing that sticked out to me, Shatter, is he said any person that's developed an app, if he had to do it all over again, his focus is to prioritize networking and promoting the app for people to test the app.
It makes sense. You got to promote the app. A lot of that stuff is promotion, because you got to get the user base on that app. You need, you know, daily user base, monthly user base. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be going up, not staying still or losing users. So you got to promote to get enough users to get the network that he's speaking on. You have to, because you need enough users to make it make sense.
Yeah. All right. New person. Who's this? Alexandra. Hello. Open your line. I can't tell who that is. All right. All right. I don't know who that is. Oh well. It's
Yeah,
nothing.
I saw some stuff on that T, man. I don't know how true it was, but it was
Yeah.
saying that some guy, I guess the chick was doxing him on the app or something, and
Mm-hmm.
it's something like, something like love
Mhm.
affair triangle type deal going on. He
Yeah.
winds up getting like messed up. The chick they turn. It's supposed to be he had they putting tea bags in people's mouth. I'm gonna just say that because I don't want to get your channel in trouble. But it was
Yeah.
said they putting the tea bags. I don't know how true that is. That could be false, but I was seeing it on the news. I was like, that's when I seen that T app. I'm like, damn, it's getting that serious on it. I didn't even know what they was doing on the T app. But obviously, it's like a dox fest, and it seemed like now instead of it being like I saw it said women dating advice. I was just like, now it seemed like more of a like it's a dating site because now the girls will say, "Oh yeah, girl, this nigga's a dog. Okay, he did me like this." And then this other chicks on the comments like, "Hey, give me his number and shit." I was like, that's exactly what it's gonna turn into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I
I,
know. Keep talking.
yeah, it's just like toxic though, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how did you not know it's going to turn into that? You know what I'm saying? It started off as a woman's dating advice. How long did it take from it to go from there when the dude created to the peak of tea, and then now you got what you got now, a dox fest, and now the dogs or whatever the girl saying that the dude ain't no good or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now they trying to holler at her. They in the thing trying to find out what the dude number. They trying to holler at the dude. That was hilarious. That was like, man, that was the irony of it was just so hilarious.
Yeah. Well, the purpose of the T app really is how can I say this? The purpose is to really protect women. And don't get me wrong. I look at the legal part. The problem with this app, Shatter, is this app is not really supposed to how can I say it? Uh, it is breaking some rules in the app store, and the problem with that is the app store said that you cannot discriminate by gender, and it did. You know what I'm saying? In regards to you had that verification, make sure you're a woman. You get me?
Oh,
And the funny thing, there is an app for men, but that app did not last long. I think it was when it was produced, it was discarded in like, I gotta say, like 24 hours. That's the word I heard. I hear about it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, the data I saw on it or whatever, it was saying that it was some cats on there, like what do they call it? When you get the chick, like if dude get a chick pictures and put it out there like on a
Mm-hmm.
website or like a video on like a porn site or something. What is it
Yeah.
called? Like sex doxing or something. That's illegal, right? I think a couple of niggas was on there putting that on there.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. How dumb can you be? Man, these guys are
Stupid. Then got the app towed down before we could even get a counterpart for the
But
T,
you
right?
see, let me tell you something. The dude that's on it, they don't understand that you cannot do certain things. You get me? It's not allowed. You get me? But they
The
ran
app,
around and did that dumb stuff anyway. You
that's
cannot put adult images on a simple app.
yeah,
You
but
know?
see, that's young foolish dudes on there. They mad at they gal. They probably see they profile on T, and they didn't pull up some T, and now they want to do they gonna go on there and put the girl. That's not helping you. That's actually
Mhm.
hurting the program, and you ain't doing nothing about to go to jail. Because once they figure out what you did, that's a crime, man. You better
Mhm.
not be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
going to jail. You going to jail.
Mhm.
These people ain't playing with that shit, man. I'm telling you, they'll come to your house they come get you, man. You better not be doing that, man. I seen some of them young dudes. I said, man, why they messed the app up like that? We didn't even get a chance to. I didn't even know it existed till that video.
Well, I think with most men that does the app or create the counter app for exposing women if they're catfish and stuff, which is needed. To be honest with you, I think the problem, Shatter, in my opinion, is a lot of them are not using discernment. They're not using logic. Hell, some not even using their common sense. To be honest with you, when they do some stupid stuff like that, in my opinion.
Well, they did get hacked. You know what I'm saying? Somebody hacked their deal and got all those women's licenses and their selfie photo, which I think they were supposed to dispose of after they verified it, but they didn't. So they the hackers took a snapshot of a previous state of the server and got untold thousands of selfies and identifying those people, and then it could go back to the post and people identify and who said this about this. It's they exposing somebody hacked it. It could be somebody that just wanted to hack it. I was like, man, that's karma.
I think they hacked them because, in their opinion, how can I say this? When you create an app only focus on women to try to spot, I guess, loser men or catfish men, it can pose as a problem because that is a form of doxing. You get me?
Well, I think the doxing part is the small part of it. That's a point, but the other point is where like people could just like make up defamatory statements and lies on you, right? And put that on over the internet. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't even fight the accusation because as a man, you can't even log on to the shit and have the shit reported. Let you put some shit out by the woman, you know what I'm saying, on any platform. And she go and hit that report button, they gonna take your whole shit down, man. They'll put you in Facebook jail or Instagram jail. They would lock your I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Say some defamatory things or start doxing some stuff. You're gonna see that broad press that button. Or even if they don't, they'll just start blocking you up. You can't do that. So, of course, the opposite way, you got to really be careful about that as a man. You don't want to, do nothing crazy like them youngsters was doing. Probably some youngsters that put that porn on that revenge, that's what they call revenge porn, on that male side of the T app. But I think the defamatory part of it is a big thing too, because how you gonna have this stuff as gospel and like it's defamatory stuff? Broadcast just say anything crazy, just say something crazy, like, and people be like, you did this, you ain't ever even did it. You can't even defend it because you can't even log on to the app because it's got to be a female to log on to the app. They got that shit like a psyop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And Riza writes, Sika, I think Riza Sakai writes, I feel the T app is a case study which they are studying women and studying data. I think it's more than a case study, Riza. I think it is an app solely designed in regards to spotting out people's dating trends and habits. And it's really a telling story of what women really choose. Because think about it. If you're on a dating site and the first thing you do is, let's say you look up certain men, and there's a certain, not trend, but there's a certain pattern, the men that women look for. These men, by default, either don't have adequate employment, they might have did some possible prison or jail time for non-violent or violent crimes, mostly violent, could be non-violent too, and they might have a whole bunch of ink on them. Because the videos you see me play, a lot of women were wanting to hit up a dude that had mad tattoos from face to neck. It's ridiculous. And for those that have tattoos, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think you got tattoos, right? Shadow, you got tattoos, right?
Yeah, I got tats, man. But what my thing was when I was young, it was the tat thing, and then we young, you know what I'm saying? You just
Yeah, when
automatically
you're young, yeah. do you have like revealing like is present or some are covered to enough?
I had a whole thing I had it drew out with my artist for the tattoo and everything. It was a mural. It was gonna be a shoulder piece all the way. And I was paying, go and do have this, have that. And man, after a while, I was like, you know what? I don't even want all this shit because I gotta get this job. And I felt like, man, if I got visible tattoos, they already, you know what I'm saying, be judging you and stereotyping. You got the tattoos. I ain't saying you can't get the job because you can, but it's just when you a first impression is everything. You got tats everywhere. Sometimes for brothers, other races, sometimes they don't care. But
Okay.
us, they gonna look at it a little different. That ain't saying go put no tattoos in your face or all this old type of shit. Now I ain't gonna do no shit like that. That's just crazy. That's crazy work. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, like I said, to find on a man, and a lot of women are attracted to that as telling itself. And really true, it shows the pattern of who they really want to deal with mostly, and it light attracts light. If those dudes you attract to, those ones you really gonna more flock to, and it is what it is. Let me see. RZA writes, I don't believe this is doxing incidentally. I feel the owner sold the data. Now, that right there is a very intriguing question. And before I go into it, please guys support channel.
My money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Betty. Bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Please guys support the channel, either super chat or cash app. If we have like another 10 or 30 bucks, maybe we might meet the goal. Not necessarily we might reach there, but it will sure help with your support. I mean, you guys like the content, I mean, we're going more in depth with this personally. To answer that, or not a question, but I'll give you my take on it. Personally, I think the owner might have either sold the app quietly or he's no longer even involved with the app, because right now we're on the streets and I was trying to look for a link about the data breach. I think that T app is going to be hit with a serious lawsuit, and if it's not already in the works, it's coming very soon, because what's happened, because people's information was leaked by the so-called alleged data breach, right? A lot of people's information has been compromised, and a lot of people can get sued for those that got that folder. And I guarantee right now, I'm shattered, and you're in a tech thing just like me a little bit, right? Anytime when that thing happens, a lot of people's business is gonna be put on the internet on a certain website that knows that their information was put on that app, and they can have the rights to go find the person that put their business out there and sue them.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, that's like defamation. Like that's like libel. That's libel. That's defamation. And then it's like it's being put on. It's false information and you can't even defend or have it reported to have it take down as false information. He might have got out of the app because of that, because he might have seen that, but he might have sold it. The data, the RZA might be on to something with that. That's a good point.
Yeah. And she writes, wait, hold on. All right. I don't know if I read this because I develop apps too. So I think I have an idea. Oh, good. Excellent. What app you develop, RZA? I'm curious. Next sentence. Next post. Cause data patterns with women is hard to get data on. So this makes sense. Okay. Yeah, data is locked to everything nowadays, even when you rent. Yes. So I do feel the guy lured the women with the app and then maybe did what you said, silently sold it. Yeah, and that's something that's not being discussed. Because anytime you have more than one breach, and for those, and I'm going to do some digging to make sure that there's no such thing as a historical of a breach more than once on an app. Do anybody know, besides T, was there any other major app from social media, Facebook, IG, or any of those social apps that people are subscribed to, how many data breaches has happened? Anybody know? And as you guys give your commentary, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Now, anybody can be hit, man. You know, it just depends on how much money is on that attack. You know, Wells Fargo, your local telephone operator, your cell phone people, internet, you know, anybody can get hit. You know what I'm saying? The biggest websites can get hit. Facebook, YouTube, you know, typically Google is pretty good, but I've seen Amazon Web Service go down. I've seen Google servers go down. You know, they have so many of them, but the point that they do have that data's there, and it's not hard. It's not hard. People want to get you. If you don't have a full squad of IT security dudes, like we on the big side of them servers, man, and even then, they're gonna have to be moving your security around every day. If you're in the cloud, you can be hit. If you're in the cloud, you can be hit. Period. It's only a matter of time.
All right, you ready to hear this? All right, this is what I discovered. And God, I love technology. It says here the noble apps with data breach. You know how many which app have more than the T app? Shatter, take a guess.
Apps that got the most hacks.
Yeah, data breach.
Let's see. Probably I would say I know Netflix had one. Wells Fargo had a big one. I think Chase had one at one point in
No,
time.
more than one. More than one data breach. I could tell you if you know.
Man.
All right, I'll tell you. T-Mobile has the most. Has 3 data breach. One from 2021 through 2023. Which is not surprising because I'm not sure who still uses T-Mobile. That's a phone service and wireless provider. So that has the most so far by so far in the last just almost under 4 years, maybe. But the second was the T app, and this happened at twice. So that tells you right there, anything that has more than one data breach, no matter if it's in 1 year or the same year, that tells you that is an app you need to stay away from. That tells the people that's harvesting and supervise the app do no longer prioritize protecting your information, whether they're selling on the web or not. They're not protecting information. For that to find that they have multiple in the same week, same day, tells you the owner is about to abandon ship. All right. Rizzo wrote something. Hold on. Let's see. All right. Let me see what's going on.
Yeah, the thing about it, and he's right. This is right, because the thing about it is that for every data breach that you hear about, there's 100 that you don't. Because in IT, if you announce that you had a data breach, some people are gonna get fired. That's your damn job. So unless it's got hit so hard and they done found it on the dark web, and they didn't, it's being used actively, they would keep quiet about these data breaches. So a lot of this stuff. It's more data breaches than we even know. That's why I tell people all the time, I say, you in the cloud, you can be hit. Anybody can be hit. It's just a matter of computing power. They just brute force the damn shit. They will find out, they will get your shit. They do it all the time.
Okay. All right, let me read these comments by Rizza. Yeah, she's very much participating in today's chat because they apparently. All right, we read that already. Yeah, data's locked to everything now. I think I read that already. So I do feel the guy lure women into. I read that already. He's not fooling anyone who's in the field, correct? All right. Lawsuits is not a big deal. You have to look at the return on investment. So if he sold it for more than he got sued for, then it's not. Yeah, you know what? Right now, I think the app itself has almost approaching nearly 5 million users during and still ongoing before we heard about these breaches, because this app's only been around for over 2 years. So it's going to probably make plenty of money once he sells it. Wells Fargo had a lot, yeah. Maybe back in the last decade, maybe. T-Mobile has a lot of people on a lot undocumented use it, and also AT&T, yep. And Sprint, yep. I'm not sure Sprint's still in business. I don't know if they're still
Sprint still got towers. They still in business.
All right.
They ain't like they used to be.
Yeah, they are selling the data and also being part of the case study, correct? So this means he's getting 3 checks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He might. One for the data, for the study, and for the app. Oh, yes, correct. Everyone has data when you rent an apartment. They use data to vet you. Yes, of course. Of course. And the funny thing about it, since you mentioned that, Rizza, the guy said it best. For those that don't know, there is a subscription once you got the app. You could pay an extra service to get more insight of the app, to use more features. And I'm thinking, if you're paying a subscription, which is necessary, because if you're going to host a website in the form of app, you need to make some money off it, because to house all that information, that's going to cost money. He's making money off a majority of women that will pay the extra fee for subscription, which is like $14.99 a monthly. So they'll pay that. You get me? No doubt, they'll pay that. And not only he's getting their information, but also getting extra money on the back end, or actually front end, to be honest with you, with the subscriptions. So he's making money hand over fist anyway. It's just people are so stupid, and there are a lot of women that's very stupid that they just wanted to be on that app because they want to see and hear the gossip. That's it. They're not caring about protection, all that stuff. Hell, some women go into the danger. Let's keep real. Some, thrive under that type of danger where it's, ooh, this guy's so evil. He's so dangerous. Let me go and give him some box.
That's that villain, man. It's got to be the villain, man. Sometimes you got to be the villain.
Yeah, gotta be the bad guy once in a while, bro. Got to. Anyhow, any last words, Shatter? I'm gonna call it today.
Nah, man, he probably did sell it secretly, but like I said, it's gonna be available for a long time. The lawsuits, who knows where they will head and how much money they'll wind up getting out of it, totally. But as far as the T app, I think it'll still be here. Best case scenario, as I said earlier, would be just to have a competitive, other part of the app, because I think that would be interesting. But we can't have nothing because people want to put revenge porn on there. So they can never have nothing good. You know what I'm saying? It's always, what is it? You said it lasted 2 months? Shit was over with.
No, I think it even lasts a month. The males version of the app.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. I just thought that was cool, dog. But it's a good show, man. Keep this shit up, man. Keep up the good work, bro.
All right. So sit tight. All right, guys. Before I wrap this up, let me show you this app, the T-Born app. I'm not sure if it still exists. I doubt it, but let's look at it. So this is the T-Born app. See? Oh, sorry. Let me remove this. This is T-Born. This is the app they were talking about. So that's pretty much it, guys. I have nothing else to say about this. I think I laid my points on this T app. Overall, this man is gonna probably jump ship. If he hasn't already, he will. The app did its job. It got popular. It went viral for the last week or two. So, and the consequence going viral now that people know that there's an app that's doing this. The only thing I see in the future, if it still exists, which I'll be surprised it does, that most women are going to still put their information out there just to get into the app because they want the tea, they want the business. So it is what it is. You guys be judged. If you guys have any thoughts and opinions on this? Wait. Oh, really? He's doing what Candace Owens' husband did. And what's that, Rissa? Curious to know. Anyhow, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to today's stream and watching today's stream. I'm looking forward to hear your comments on your thoughts of this particular stream. And is it really exposing Black women? Black women exposed. The T app reveals who they really want. And it's really evident by who they are posting, sharing, and who they try to discourage other Black women to who they want to interact with. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all thoughts in the comment section of this one. The links to follow me are in the description and below. You can follow me on Twitter at Chaos27. You can also add me on Facebook, Eric Ray on Facebook. You can join my Discord service. Also, follow me on Rumble, C-Rain23 Rumble. And last but not least, become a member of the Chaos Rain Show as well. You know how things are, guys. Membership always has perks. So please become membership today. Let me see. Let me see if I forgot anything. I think you wrote one more comment. I'll read your comment right now. Give me 1 second. Let me do this. Hold on. I'll read your comment. Okay, you did left a comment. Hold on. All right, hold on, guys. Damn it. Something happened. Hold on. All right. Your comment. Let me see what your comment said. He made an app with a purpose and disposing for money. Yep. Oh, sorry. I tried to join, but I could not. Okay. That's nice. But this app is a gold mine for data and data insight. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching today's stream. Like I said, I'm looking for y'all leave your comments in the description. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. And until next time, guys. I mean, till next time. Let it chaos reign.
They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
chaos.
Let that chaos reign with
The chaos.
Let that chaos reign with
The chaos.
Let that chaos reign with
Must reign.